So, did was the 441 Marshall's Peace, love, and all that goodness. Eat the thumbs. Where we at? Spirit Crow calling. Yes, sir. Red Cardinals on me today. So yesterday we had Tupac. Now we got the Cardinals. So what's that? Gemini, Sagittarius polarity. You know what I mean? That polarity is what we're working on, and we're walking through an active portal. And that active portal is teaching us to use our reflections of the past, present, and maybe even the future. You may get dreams. You know what I mean? Those are reflections as well. But there's so many reflections you can choose, but reflecting on those expands your mindset, and it expands your playing field, because this is an inception. This world is an inception. And at the moment, we're experiencing said evil person's inception, because these patriarchal systems have diabolical plans that have conjured up so many spiritual mishaps, right? So we're undoing that right now. And the expansion is the Jupiterian energy. The red cardinal is expressed through Sagittarius frequency. And that frequency is about exhibiting the ability within, that solar plexus energy, that sun active energy. You know, any minute I get, I'm sitting out in the sun. So we're just quantifying this portal, finding new ways to purify, and Spirit be giving me new ways to purify. I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed, man. I'd be pissed. Like they keep trying me. They keep making me do more and more and more. But it's a part of the ascension, right? Man, so we just stay grounded through said storm, because the storms are really your internal frequency needing to balance. And depending on how many external frequencies that you may have affecting you, you may have a very violent storm. So if you all, any of y'all listening to my speech, you know that I have a lot of opposition in my space. And that's why there's a lot asked of me to balance, because there's a lot of entities or externals trying to intrude. What you call those tomb raiders? Yeah. We'll never wear a Raiders hat. You know what I mean? Never. Because the original pirate is a metaphor. Let's break it down in two spaces. The pirate is a metaphor for the person who tries to steal one's jewels. You can steal one's jewels in a lot of different ways. You can condemn them, you can kill them off, or you can just exploit their gifts. You know what I mean? I think those are the three options you get. But whether you fall for it or not, that's on you. Now, the other side of the pirate is actually us, as the dwellers of the sea, travelers of the land, and we control the frequency of the land, whether it be us as the human pirate that is actually stopping and checking and frisking and saying, hey, you can't put this shit over here, you can't bring this over here. As a matter of fact, give me all your stuff, you can go that way. Or they can just be the whales, the mermaids, or the said sirens that you hear the horror stories about from the fishermen, right? So let's break this fisherman and the siren and the mermaid being evil and all of this, right? Now, you can guarantee that the fisherman said that the whale or the siren or the mermaid is evil, right? Why? Because he is stealing from the sea. Now, a righteous fisherman knows when, where, and to take care of, and they don't get haunted. But we're not talking about those individuals. We're talking about the ones that go out in them boats and they exploit the sea, and they bring the meal back to the land, and then they price it for high dollar X, Y, and Z. So those mermaids, those sirens be out there policing them, scaring them, spooking them, tipping their boat over, doing all kind of shit. You don't think that's happening? You don't think that's happening? That's a fact. So it's 2 levels to the pirate, but there goes the train. That's the confirmation. So the trains, just like the highways, are message pathways, message conduits. And just like the birds, they're message conduits. So when you are searching for a message, it is always righteous to find a reflection, like this train flying by is a reflection of the confirmation of what I'm saying. Define it within a conduit of messaging. You follow what I'm saying? This is some Gemini and Jupiter stuff. I might not be saying it in the most fancy of way, but this is exactly what we're dealing with. The frequency that we're dealing with is learning how to reflect upon your external so that you can expand your perceptive reality, right? So you can incept what you want and not receive the intruders. So now you're Lara Croft and you're kicking the Tomb Raider's ass, right? We're gonna do occult movies on Lara Croft and the Tomb Raider movies, because they got a bunch of them, Captain Phillips, all of them. Mercury's still in retrograde, I believe, right? So we're reflecting very hard on the illusions right now, because Saturn went direct last month in November. Now Neptune is going direct this month. So you see the illusions falling smack off the people's face, smack off the situation that you was dealing with, smack off that ex-best friend that you was fooling with. You feel me? All of this is falling off. That's what The Mask is about, the Jim Carrey joint. So every movie is a cult. But as we stay on reflections, you want to keep in mind how to perceive your reality, because I've got it wrong a million times. I'm 39 years old, and that's in the Matrix time. I'm forever young, and I'm never going to even trip on those ages. You know what I mean? That's why I look like I'm 20. It's like, but I'm creating the inception in my mind. So I was listening to one of the guys on YouTube. I forgot his name. I wish I could shout him out. But he was teaching on, I don't want to mess his name up, man. I don't know. But he was teaching on how the sun cycle is the operation of our birthday, and the way that we celebrate our birthday is reflective of the moon cycle, which is old, controlling, condemning behavior. And we should only celebrate our birthday on the actual day that we were born. So for example, you find out you was born on a Thursday, the 18th, you wait till Thursday that 18th in that month to channel that frequency of celebration, because you've made it through a certain sun cycle. And I was like, wow, that makes a lot of sense, man. So I'm loving the energy that, you hear them? That's the crows. You hear them? So that's a reflection. I'm trying to give you the game how you can confirm your attribute of expansion. So if you're condemning yourself, you may not receive these confirmations of the crow riding by in 4 and squawking. Crows have different sounds and different calls. So I've learned to listen to these birds because they are reflections of you and they are conduits of message. So when you're watching your external and you see the crows come by, they can come by with a warning like, hey, you need to get out of there. Or, hey, yeah, go, boy, you doing your thing. Go, girl, you doing your thing. Chosen, you making it happen. It's 2 or 3 different sounds. They have a lot of different sounds. So if you pay attention, you listen. You listen and you reflect. And what does it mean to you? The wind in motion, that's a message. That's a conduit of messaging, because the same, what you call them, little Make-A-Wish flowers, the pollen joints, the white joints, you blow it, and then it creates a seed of expression in another field, right? It makes a whole nother set of plants, and then you can pick it up, or it gets actually blown right off of its tail from the wind, the external circumstance. So external circumstances always have a development of reflection. And what I'm learning is, right, especially in this portal of space, because Jupiter and Sag is the energy that we're stepping through. If you're dealing with Western astrology right now, you have the ability to reflect and expand and reflect, and it goes in tandem. And you shouldn't do too much reflecting, because now you're daydreaming, and you shouldn't do too much expansion without keeping up with your reflections, which is the confirmations to say, okay, I'm doing a good job. Should I stop saying the spirit? And that's what tarot cards are all about. Everyone does them because it makes the easiest way of confirmation. You can flip them cards and you can read them like a braille if you understand how to deal with spirit and your spirit team's guided messages, because each one of us as chosens have direct connections to sentient beings. They're right here like this. When I'm talking this shit, they're right here like this. It'd be deep too. It'd be all around too. I could feel and see them. I could just see them. They just watching me like, nigga, don't say nothing wrong, because we're going to correct you and make you say it over. 11:33 on the clock. I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God. They be on me. So I'm a new, I ain't gonna say I'm a new soul, but my spirits are new, because I'm a very, very old soul. But me having this Aries energy, I chose to have a young spirit, if you will. So they be like, all right, you know this, but we got to watch you, because you on the slow bus. You on the slow bus. So I told them already, though, don't be expecting too much from me, man. Y'all know I'm on the slow bus, man. Keep me square, man. So they be right there watching me like, that ain't it. That ain't right. So they do a lot of things, a lot of magical things, miracles in my life that guide me directly to my purpose. And if you fight the grain, you will get your ass kicked from pillar to post, like Rod Hayes said. He said a spiritual ass whooping ain't got shit on an ass whooping from them boys up the block. I'll take a boys up the block ass whooping any day. Spiritual ass whoopings ain't no joke. You gotta laugh the shit off, because it pisses me off sometimes. I be like, bruh, come on with the shit. Let's do it. So I'm learning to confirm with spirit before I move on expansion, right? Because I'm at this age where I've expanded so many lives within so many circles and in so many realms, and it was not false, but it was a lesson plan, and it was not a final destination. So we can call things false, but everything has a direct and absolute reaction to your ascension, right? So when I say false, I just mean the lesson plan learned, right? And then you finally get to the space where, depending on how many missions you come to Earth with, depending on how potent of a avatar that you come with, depending on what type of, chain that you're going to break, all of these different things depend on the avatar that you choose, right? I have a very built for the speed avatar. I don't need a lot. I have the snapping turtle totem animal. Snapping turtle could eat anything, and he could live without food for days. So these are direct response and needs for the mission that I'm on. There's days and nights that I don't get to eat some stuff that I want to eat, or maybe even I don't get to eat. It's been like that in my whole entire life. Let's go ahead and talk about it, because we spirit crow calling, right? And I want y'all to get to know me a little bit better. At 18, I had my very first awakening. But before that, I was very young, and I was kind of raised by my grandmother's bed. So I would read the Bible with her. I would learn how to pray. She would send me into my room. I don't remember her ever praying with me. Maybe I was wrong, but this is 4 years old memory. But I remember her sending me into my room to pray for myself and pray on my knees, X, Y, and Z. So I grew up with the spirit on me, always protected, always had little weird dreams, X, Y, and Z. But I get to 18 and I go to jail and I go to prison for some years, 5.5 years to be exact. So this is a major ascension right here because I'm in seclusion. I have a stellium in the 12th house. Let's be the example. I'm gonna expose all my placements, all the shit. You can figure all the shit out if you pay attention. But this is for research purposes. I have a 12th house stellium, Sun, Venus, and Lilith. So it's a lot of action going on up in that hole. So I have to temper this energy somehow. And then on the opposite side is Pluto. So Pluto is holding all of these energies down. So guess what? 6th house Pluto is everyday transformation. So I'm every day dealing with a dark themed reality. Let's say it like that. I'm dealing with a dark themed reality on a daily basis. So transformation is the key to this darkness. So I do these years, and you know, everything is everything. I don't regret one bit of it. I appreciate the knowledge, the lessons. It makes you who you are. You know what I mean? But like I said, people can condemn or judge you based on your external circumstances or the rap sheet that you may have, right? Oh man, I'm laughing because I remember a sheriff taking me in. He was like, "Oh man, you got an extensive rap sheet, young man." He was looking at me. I was like, I wouldn't expect you to have one like this. So I'm just reflecting some of the past of my experiences because these were condemning behaviors. And these condemning behaviors taught me a lot of lesson and put me in a lot of solitude to be with my soul, to be with my spirit. And it's just a miracle that I'm even in this space of awareness because there was so much opposition, man. You just got to breathe that energy in. Let that shit go because, man, it's miracles, man. And then, like I said, these past 2 years, especially these past 4 months, the miracles have been off the charts. I'm talking about shooting stars, literally. I know the meaning of a shooting star now. I know what it means when you see the shooting star. It's an activation. It's a call to action. So, like I said, all of these reflections are tools of expansion. Hey, look, the flies hate it. Hey, the haters hate it, man. Why is the flies just landing on me like it's summertime, man? Get your hater. So, like, all right, let's talk about it. The fly has wings. The fly has a message as well. If they are buzzing around you, there's someone snooping. If they landing directly on you, like you're then there's someone is hating on you, putting evil eye energy on you. And it's no real problem because your aura is protected in so many ways as long as you're grounded. But that's a reflection to let you know that, oh, there's someone hating on you real bad. They land right on your face. A fly get up in your house, that's not good luck. They hating on you. They trying to get up in your house and see what's going on, right? Same thing or similar with the water bugs or roaches or any type of bug like that with the antennas like that. Those are monitoring spirits. So through all of my investigation, I've learned Who look, the train coming back, bitch. I'm telling you, I've learned that those fucking bugs like that are monitoring spirits. That means you have a monitoring spirit near you. Now, I've learned this the hard way. I've had some monitoring bugs in my house since I was, whoo, shit, boy, that's crazy spirit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Damn, 2020 on the dial, man. I'm just having one of them reflections right now. It's hitting. That full moon still hitting, yo. All right, so let's talk about it. I just said them bugs, right? Ever since I can remember, as a child, we had roaches. Ever since I could fucking remember. And then, oh, shit. Then I remember being 11 years old, there was mice in the walls, bruh. Yo. Grandma. That's grandma right there. Segment energy. The orange cat. This is reflections. Let's Matrix decode it, nigga. I'm giving this shit away. Fuck these people. That's orange cat. Segment energy, right? Oya energy, right? We can go down the channels of frequency, right? Hey, both, I swear to God, both fucking trains are going both ways. I swear to God. I swear to God. Fuck these people. I'm giving the game away. Fuck these people, nigga. Donate to the Cashapp Moordreamz. Moordreamz. You know what I mean? A nigga out here starving just to give y'all this game, nigga. And we get this shit away. We don't need no fucking Patreon subscription. This shit free. Fuck these people. I'm giving you the game, my nigga. Put your notes together. Damn, so I had mice in the wall since I was 11 years old. Anybody been following my other Instagram, Moordreamz9, I've been exposing these people that I grew up with my entire life. They've been frauding and perpetrating, and they've been tricking my spirit. And now I finally woke up. We now dealing with the blue Katrina. The red sun is now active. Nigga, we gonna put the cap to the back, bitch. You hear me? We gonna put the cap to the back so we can get some of this. Yeah, we gonna get some of that. We gonna get some of that. Bruh, so, damn, bro, I'm reflecting now on live on the fucking Spirit Crow Call. So this is how you get your confirmations, bro. Goddess, God, you tap into your reflection. It's not just a person, but it's also the external that's around you. It expands your mindset, and your illusions are no longer, they can't fuck with me. They can't fuck with me. Yeah, the crows over there crowing, bro. They do their things when I'm doing my thing. That's the gang, right? That's the gang. And that's on me, that's Nipsey. Nipsey is one of the crows. He one of the gang. So I have spirit guys that he going off. Peace, gang. Peace, gang. Yeah, we gotta show these niggas who he really is, bro. They think this is a fucking joke. Yeah, they think it's a joke. They think it's a joke, bro. We back and active, my G's. We back and active. Fuck these people. They can't starve a motherfucking God. It's Moordreamz here, man. We with Wise Eye and 33rd Eye. Moordreamz. Come out and play. Fuck they doing, man? Look at this. Now, what you think this was about? This is a children's book. What you think this was about? Huh? It finally come to your cranial at this level. Your peanut has to realize what this is all about at this level. Right? Right? So like I said, monitoring spirits and them bugs, mice. Mice are people that are perpetrators and backstabbers. You know what I mean? I've had mice in walls and houses and stuff like that. And a lot of people that's snooping and watching me right now, they know exactly what I'm talking about. I used to take mice out of a house all day long. And I will, man, I will wake up and I would literally walk through the house and be about to step on a dead mice. Right hand. Spirit trying to show me what the move is, right? Spirit trying to show me right there what the move is. Now it's on you to take heed, because they're going to keep showing up. So if you got mice and rats in your house, it's not a good space or neighborhood for you to be in. Or you might just have a very bad circle of family and friends. I'm giving you the game. The wind is blowing. Mama Oya in the house. I told you, Sekhmet energy, man. Sekhmet energy is the orange cat. That's that lion heart. The dog's barking now, bitch, man. The reflections, bro. We talking about reflections. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Cause I was on the bugs, and what I'm really just keeping us focused on how to expand our mindset. We have to expand our mindset, because they're going to play the old world tricks on you, and you're going to go for it for the rest of your existence, and you're going to have to come back to this place, do this shit again. You know how fucking grueling it is to do one of these missions, boy? Boy, we been in this trench. We still sitting in it, bitch. I'm telling y'all through fucking live video. They watching me through live video. The ancestors watching me through the ethers, nigga. This is a live show. It's a live show. They had me hidden for this fucking long. People still looking for me to this day to do something wrong. But I got Sekhmet right here. Mama Oya will employ her. Man, she really with the wind. Spark the Dutch shit is clutch, man. It's looking like a win. Bad Wolf, you too much. Blew the Matrix down again. I'm telling you, man. Fuck these people, bro. We giving this shit a game. We giving this game away for free, man. So I filmed a lot of my vulnerable moments. That's what I'm going to put on my Patreon. And that's what I'm going to start to expand. And y'all can see it on that. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get that's my vulnerable moments away, because that's emotional flow, and I want that to be intimate. And I want that to be a lot more royal. So people that will tip your brother and put your brother down with some confidence. I already got enough confidence to put myself out here like this. Don't give a fuck. But put some more confidence on me. Help me out. Let me, you know what I mean? Let me fly a little bit. So I'm going to be setting that Patreon up. Moordreamz Ministry of Mystery. I already have the page activated. Go ahead and get up in there, because this is going to be a movement that you want to be a part of now, because niggas going to be like, oh, yeah, I was down. But no, you won't. No, you won't. I don't even got to keep score. Spirit keeps score. And I look up at them, him, her, them, her. No, they don't get in. It's like a VIP list. You either got to clear the board, or you don't get in. And then you be waiting at the back, and they be looking at their phone trying to figure out, man, what the fuck? How the fuck I'm gonna get in? Man, I need to talk to so and so. But you gotta have the network, and you gotta have the frequency. You gotta have the connection, and you gotta have the activation at this level to pass go. We're looking at 2025 and beyond. The old matrix is done, right? We've been done. We just looking at it fall apart. The illusions are over with. The new calibration is active. You can't stop us. You cannot stop us. It's up and stuck. So you have a lot of chosen that are in the trench, whether it's a trench of survival, or a trench of mental capacity, or spiritual growth. We are all in a space of growth. And even the ones that are catching karma, that's a space of spiritual growth, right? A lot of people are catching karma for the injustice that they have improperly expound on people. I try to keep the E's together. I don't know what that was. But they have to redirect their energy. So now you get broken down into zero. A lot of us, chosens, we get broken down into zero for ascension purposes of being the meek, inheriting the earth. So we go through the humiliation ritual just like Yeshua the Christ and all the other ascended masters, you know, that come before or after. You know what I mean? I would like to say or think that Thoth and Yeshua are some of the similar growth. Who knows which one is first or if there's a difference. I think it's all frequency. So the first primordial frequency, I wonder what that name was. Was it Thoth? Was it Yeshua? Talk to me, Yeshua. Let me know. He said he wasn't the first. Bet. I got to do some research. Talk to him. But what we're just clarifying is that this sun cycle is redirecting everyone, and we're doing a clean sweep, right? A clean sweep requires a reset. Master resets require memory wipes. So some people forgot that they even did you wrong. So then they coming to you like, but what you mean? I don't know why you treating me like this. But you gotta remember, beep, here come the men in black. They were showing you right then and there that the spirit will come to you, or the physical one will come to you, touch your arm, and then you will forget what even happened or what you did. You're just gonna be delivered into a space of continuum where you have to deal with the karma. That'll lighten your space of existence, number one, because imagine you on your high horse. Okay, let's do it. Take Diddy for example, right? You on your high horse and you get knocked off all the way down, right? 3:33 on the clock. You're gonna bust your ass to the point where you're not gonna make it on the realm. So what has to happen, and this is why you see Diddy looking and acting the way he do sometimes, because he don't remember the foul, allegedly things that he's done, because the memory wipe, the Men in Black comes through with the memory wipe, and then you have to deal with the fall with wherever you at. So you wake up looking around like, damn, what's going on, man? Shit, what is this shit, man? I'm dealing with it. So you in Saw. This is Jigsaw. That lightens your load, because if you remember that you was way up there, now you're going to catch it. You're going to start remembering. You're like, oh, shit, I was up there. But it's going to build your soul ascension. It's all appropriate. It's all appropriate and necessary activation. So for him to take himself to that place where he looked like he innocent, and he really looked on his face looked innocent, but we got too many reflections that show that he can't be, right? So if you pay attention to the reflections all around you and not just the one person, then you'll catch the illusion being trapped in that bottle. You'll be like, oh, should I see it? And then you could examine it then. Man, look, the train coming back, man. The train coming back. The train coming back, bro. I'm trying to give you the game. So when I'm on fire, all you have to do, this is you. When you on fire, all you have to do is see what your confirmations are looking like. You understand? And look, I'm telling you, my opposition is watching this and taking notes too. You better take notes, because this is how you get out of the matrix, nigga. Remember the Black Mirror? They had 1,400 episodes, each one on my puzzle pieces. Now there's sets of illusion inside of it, but then there's sets of truth within it, and God is talking to you directly. And the ones that touch and magnetize your being, those are the ones that are speaking to your soul and are activating your ascension protocol. Occult movies is going to be on Patreon as well, y'all. We're gonna have to get deep into these movies, and I'm gonna break these codes down for y'all to we're just gonna watch the movies, and I'm gonna pause them. That's what we're gonna do. That's all right, Spirit. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna watch the movie on Patreon, and we're gonna pause them piece by piece, and we're gonna break down the ascension codes, because you got to remember the CIA works with Hollywood. Hollywood has to put a particular story out, and if the story has a particular frequency that is off, it has to be rewritten or rechanneled or trashed, right? And if it's not in prophetic order with the activation of this timeline, then it won't come out. That's why we don't get another Friday movie. I was thinking, like, why we don't get another Friday? But them 3 movies played its course of prophecy and is done, right? No more Friday type of days, bro. I say that all day, bitch. I say that all day. Woo! Gratitude on most replay. That's why you don't get another Friday. I kept beating my head like, why I don't get another Friday movie? Because you're not going to deal with those I got to figure it out moments. You're going to have the juice or you're not. Look, you're going to have the juice or you're not. Sipping tea, my G's. So, we fully active now, y'all. Spirit crow calling. We in function. We're going to be setting up a lot of infrastructure, so stay tuned. I'm a one-man band at this very moment. So, give your boy some grace. Give your boy some donations. Let's send a hand. Let's send a hand, because I stuck it out. Niggas don't step like this. You don't see nobody stepping like this. You hear these niggas talking all that trench talking and shooting up on their homeboy and busting down a 40 caliber and holding the AK in their mama house and all that old fake gangster shit. Man, we talking about spiritual gangsters. Spiritual gangsters can beat 20, 1100 real gangsters. When I say real, 3D gangsters. You know what I mean? Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. Trick the whole set of niggas. These niggas swear they hardcore. They swear they hardcore. But that's a whole nother story, man. These people get their karma. They humbly respect you now, and they don't do that shit no more. That's the whole key to the game. And let you be, let you breathe, and be the God and create yourself, whatever it is that you want to create, right? You don't have to get in the way of a God's inception, right? So keep your inception alive by activating Gemini and Sagittarius polarity. Boy, they trying to. So when you clear your throat, you already know those are confirmations of throat chakra closing. They want to close your throat chakra. Man, at the beginning of this year, man, let's have a testimony talk because we spirit crow calling. The beginning of this year, because we ending this year with a bang. And that's on Mama. That's on Chester Cheeto. That's on Sekhmet. The wind blowing like shit. So January started. Man, I had the worst cold of my life. Now, have y'all ever been to the ER or to the doctor and they ask you this question? They be like, do you have thoughts of hurting yourself or killing yourself? Bro, that was the way I felt. That was one of the first times I ever wanted to be like, maybe. Bro, I was so hurt, man. My body, bro, I could not understand what was happening. I know I was spiritually attacked because this was the main thing that I could not take. This was like, I couldn't drink water. I couldn't spit nothing up. Bro, I was so miserable for like 2 days straight. I had to go to the ER. I don't go to the doctor. So they gave me some antibiotic, flushed my system right, clean, fast, in a hurry. Please, thank you, God. Because, man, I was poisoned. I know for a fact I was poisoned. I don't know who, when, or what. But I do remember that the children said that there was drones in front of the house a week before. Anyway, I digress. Clearing my throat still. There's energy of throat blockage, throat chakra blockage. Now, that could be external or that could be me. You know what I mean? So that's why I do my shadow work, to make sure it's not me and make sure that I have a awareness of what is the opposition so that I can cleanse from it. You know what I mean? That's why I will be solo dolo 100% of my time. You know what I mean? Even with 4 children, you know what I mean? I had to sacrifice all of that stuff just to get safe enough to get back to them, right? And I've had to explain this to them this full moon. I've been going through so many different transgressions this summer where it was so unreal for me to be like, hey, your daddy's going through X, Y, and Z. They'd be like, what? What you mean? So I finally get to this point where it's like, okay, we can talk to the children about it. So that's a reflection to say that there's no more Fridays, right? So we're gonna be making new spiritual ascension movies because there's a new level of growth and there's a new level of teaching. So stay tuned and we'll be on the job. But there'll be a lot of people on the job that's already in activation and on the job. So you see them all on the timelines because the digital market and the social market is the easiest way to calibrate a person's being right now. Now you can go to some of these matrices, but I notice I've been traveling a lot. You know, as chosen beings, it's a requirement to travel because that's a tool of expansion. Expansion, more reflection gives more expansion. We're in Jupiter Gemini frequency right now. So as a traveler, I've been to a lot of different matrices. And they're all the same, right? They're all built on the same thing, money, X, Y, and Z, but they have different geographical reflections. So you may have the jungle, you may have the rainfloor, you know, whatever. Rainfloors, plains, deserts, you may have mountains, you may have whatever the flip. But whatever that is, that's a reflection of that existence at that space, and that's what you can receive from the Mother Gaia, Mother Earth, Turtle Island, you know what I mean? Turtle Island freed up, you feel me? Turtle Island freed up. Word to my black foam runners, you hear me? I've been wearing these black foam runners. These boots going in the Hall of Fame, do you hear me? I'm talking about Tron, do you hear me? I'm talking about Maze Runner, do you hear me? I'm talking about Hunger Games, nigga, 4144 the clock. I'm telling you, I'm literally gonna have a museum because this shit, man, we broke chains, bro. Man, my spirit team won't gonna have it if I didn't do it. So they put me to the test. They said, you built for this, man. Just bust they ass while you down there. Make sure they feel the fade, right? Yes, sir. That's where it's at, though, man. I'm loving the vibe after this full moon, man. I was plenty of tired of that cycle, man. I was plenty of tired. So a lot of us are waking up and waking out of these sleeps and slumbers. The bear is coming out of the cave. The cave represents the vagina or the womb. The womb represents the primordial frequency of knowing, that Cancerian just knowing, that mama just know that you doing something wrong. She ain't got to look left or right. She just know, hey, you need to stop it. Don't make me get up. And you be like, how the flip she know that? That's that primal connection. So these psychic connections are activating, you know what I mean, at oh man, alarming rates at this level. What's the name of that movie? Supercell? You just coming out the woodworks everywhere, but they got them people in the portal trying to grab you and take you through. So make sure you stay active, vigilant, and you protecting your aura. You grounding, you cleansing, and you maintaining a humble attitude. Whenever spirit asks you to do something, they gonna require you to do it. That's the funny thing I used to think. I used to always hear people talk that shit like, you got free will and that boom, but you don't. You do God's will, or you gonna get your ass kicked. God is a gangster, bro. Don't get it twisted and think this shit is sweet. God will kick your ass, pillar to post, and the goddesses will be watching you like, you want some more? I'm gonna send them through. No, you don't want the goddesses to kick your ass. It's gonna get worse. When the goddesses kick your ass, you really in for a treat, cause then you into a whole nother phase of existence. We ain't gonna talk about that. That's when niggas go down for pedophiles and bullshit like that, cause that's when the goddesses get involved, cause you done took it too far. You done deboed the gods. So anyway, ancestors here. They go to ants. So we just handling business right now. We maintaining our low tones, our frequencies of existing in low grounded space, but we high. It's in the room. 444 on the dial. We about to take it in, though. I'm going to just take a little more of this sunlight in, and I'm going to go get something to eat, whatever. Spirit Crow calling, y'all. We're going to tap in soon, y'all. Peace. Love.